Hello, this is Thursday. My name is Derek, and this is Future Growth and Vision Norman. There is a lot happening this week, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. If you got your calendar out, give you a couple seconds to do that. Grab your calendar, grab your friends, get everybody together, and you got to plan your trip. Of course, this last couple days, about 3 days ago, it was plan your vacation day in Oklahoma on the 31st of January. Great day to do it because it was icy and cold, and the sun is out today and it's beautiful. I can't wait. I'm having a need for some spring. And of course, I love the springtime in Norman, Oklahoma. Why? Because the daffodils come out, all the parks start to green up, people go outside, and you can just feel the energy get excited. And we have young energy, and we have music and food and art and everything. Just the synergy comes together in the springtime for amazing like festivals that bring hundreds of thousands of people to Oklahoma and our city. And then, of course, we have all the awesome things coming up. So let me get you started. Let you know what's going on. We're going to start out by celebrating our nonprofit sector. We have over 246 nonprofits in Norman, Oklahoma by itself. One of our major ones is Food and Shelter for Friends. It is amazing to see the volunteers and the supporters of this amazing organization. They help the unhoused. They work with people that are needing assistance, and they are kind of a holistic nonprofit that gets things done. Uh, it is incredible what they've done for the city of Norman. If you also check out CCFI, that's the Center for Children and Families. They have such an incredible opportunity with Boys and Girls Club and helping with diapers and mental health needs. They're a fantastic organization here in Norman, and they've been for a very long time. And the like, positivity that come out of those organizations in Norman is going to be felt for now and into the future for a very, very long time. So please check out those organizations. Beers good wants to know what you love about Norman. I want to know that too all the time. Don't forget the Common Grounds Festival is coming up, and that is going to be it's essentially a coffee, like a coffee crawl almost. I think you do it in one space, and so I can give you a date for that. It's hosted by Rose Rock Habitat for Humanity. I don't have a date on that. Let me see. It does not have a date. I will make sure that I put a date on here and give it its own tab or something to be able to let you know when it's coming at. So we will make that happen. Let's see. Let's check real quick. Always fun. If you're gonna have something on Facebook, one of the best things I would tell you is make sure your date is on there so that we know when things are happening because it's going to be helpful, particularly when we're looking at telling people about the event. It will be fantastic. Um, I told you a little bit about everything that was happening um, for on the corner of Berry and let's see. It was Barry and Lindsay. They have a new Starbucks going up. I didn't realize we had 9 of them. We have 9 Starbucks, including the ones in Target, and I believe the one on campus. So we are like loaded up, and that's not even counting our independent coffee shop. So if you're a caffeine aficionado, we're like your city. Come and check out Coffee Drinkers Unite. Come out here and have a good time. Um, they say it's time to start planting some spring transplants indoors. That is true, kind of. I will say that it might be a couple of weeks yet before you want to plant something like peppers and tomatoes. Some of your brassicas you want to do early because, of course, they're cold hardy and you can get them in the ground pretty quick. Watch out that just because it is for sale does not mean that it's time for them to be planted. Check out with your OSU Extension office or be watching, and I will go ahead and post a calendar as soon as I find one on here to let you know when stuff is happening. The Well has incredible classes on planting and agriculture, as well as the fairgrounds, the Norman or the Cleveland County Fairgrounds. Their OSU Extension office will be doing it as well in combination with the Well a lot of times. So be looking for classes as I post them on here to let you know that you can get your garden started. and really fresh veggies. If Also, don't forget that on the second and third Saturdays of every month until April, we will have the farmers market in April. The farmers market starts twice a week on Tuesday evenings and then Saturday mornings. So it is going to be amazing as we get back to that season. We start to see a bunch of greens at the beginning, and then you start to, as you get further in, you start to see more color. And I'll talk about the farmers market, kind of what that looks like and what seasonal eating looks like as we get closer. OU Film and Media Studies um, had a 1 year anniversary on, let's see, there was about the 27th, which is fantastic. I think Norman itself is working on becoming a film ready city, which I think is long overdue. I think we have a great program here, and we need to continue to build our film programs and all that we're doing in the film industry, considering it is a major growth industry in Oklahoma. We have studios coming out here looking for places to film. Norman should be front and center. We have beautiful scenery. We have amazing properties. We have great film sets. All you gotta just come and play Norman, drive around a bit, and you will figure out that you can film most movies in this city. So come check us out. Embassy Suites is offering a romantic getaway, which is a complimentary manager's reception, a bottle of champagne, chocolate strawberries, breakfast for two, all of it for $180, depending on the date and the room type. The check-in date is February 14th. You have to do it that day. So I think they give you a little bit of a leeway as far as how long you stay. But Embassy Suites is beautiful. It's in the North Park area. If you want to shop, eat, and just get your love on. Plus, you can then go downtown, which is only about 2-3 miles from there, and you're right in downtown Norman. Take a walk down our beautiful downtown, have more great food, great everything, and just spend some time here, watch some live music, maybe catch a show. I mean, there's amazing things that you can do. Michelangelo's is also off their Valentine's Day date night. They have candles and chocolates and wine and coffee and live music. You have to reserve your spot. So if you're going to Michelangelo's Coffee and Wine Bar, please go ahead and call them and get your reservations in uh, for the Valentine's Day weekend. The grand opening was this last Friday for the development center. I love that because if you're looking to build or grow or you're a developer in Norman, it gives you a one-stop shop for you to do permitting and all of that, which is fantastic because I really want to make sure that we are filling up our agendas, particularly on the planning meeting agendas. We should have those full because that means we are doing a lot. We're creating a lot of opportunities and building kind of the city that we want. And I think one of the things that Norman does is we plan a lot. Sometimes we plan so long that it's past the time that we developed. So we need to make sure that we are able to move as fast as the world is moving. I mean, we need to be able to move that quickly because when there's opportunities that arise that benefit Norman and fit the vision of Norman and what we need for Norman, we need to be able to seize those opportunities and not spend too much time going back. Hold on, let me check. Hold on, let me check. Hold on doesn't work for deals. Deals generally happen very quickly. You have to know what you want, kind of be aware of it, and then go get it. Oklahoma tourism broke records and spending in 2021 to understand that that is money coming in that we essentially don't have to pay out. So it's fantastic for us to make sure that we are getting part of that tourism money, particularly in Norman, Oklahoma, as we're looking at tax revenue and the way that we grow. This is money that people are bringing with them just coming to visit. The Looney Farm has they have a planned plant list, which I love, from April 9th to April 15th. They have class enrollees. This is Carrie Slabowski, and she and her family have been coming to the Norman Farmers Market for the last year, and they've been delivering here for a lot of years. They are incredible. I can't wait for them to have other classes. You will see more of that. They'll have starter plants. They're going to start a plant sale on the farm, and I'll let you know when that happens. And they are in Alex, Oklahoma. So I'll be letting you know about the farmers that are in our area, but also they come to our market and are part of our market. Sam Noble has a lot of things they're dealing with, working on the paleontology and like all their events set up for 2023 and looking at spring and summer 2023. Their camps will fill up early, so you need to check it out. The registration is opened yesterday on the 1st. So look at all the camps they have available. Get in those camps quickly because if you don't know, Norman is camp central when it comes to summertime. Your kiddos have all kinds of opportunities to do fun things, but that'll be amazing if you're looking at paleontology. Smokin' Joe's, the barbecue place they're building in Noble, because of course they're building a second location in Noble out of Davis. The slab is poured. The steel will be here today, so we're excited about that. And they'll start to put that up next week. It is exciting to have that in our region, and of course, Noble's our sister city to the south. It works out. Norman next. Is an amazing organization of young people that are getting prepared. They're like young chamber with like a whole lot of different, kind of a different vibe. But I love Norman X a lot. The Well and Noun Hotel were nominated for Best Public Initiatives and Best Large Scale Project by the Urban Land Institute. That's fantastic. It's good to see kind of like what we're doing, bringing value to our city and having a positive impact on our community. I love that. Don't forget to reserve your experience. There's a super VIP Valentine's Day experience. And this is out at Whispering Pines in Norman. Um, they are going to have dinner for two, a dozen roses, a bottle of champagne, two keepsake glasses, and it's $355 per couple. Fantastic. It's just a beautiful space. It's pretty. It's a chance for you to get away from the city and just have some time to breathe and connect. And I think everybody needs that. So be look for them. You need to RSVP by calling or texting 405-447-0202. Lot happening. Visit Norman can help you with planning your vacation to Norman. Go to visitnorman.com and you can look at the events and everything that's coming up. You also can put your email in, and then they will send you things that are happening here in Norman, get you on your calendar and on your radar. This last about 3 days ago, they had their first tour of our first electric bus and the first electric fleet vehicle in Norman's history. This will be the first of many. It is very neat. It is accessible, which is incredible. Is able to bring people on the bus and has ports as well as being eco-friendly, and really our vision for a healthier world is part of who we are as a city. So I love that fits in that mission and that vision of who we are as a city. We love our parks. We love our green spaces. We love the quality of our lake water and drinking water. We also love the earth. And so one of the ways that we get that vision to happen is to make sure that we are protecting our waterways and using as eco-friendly vehicles as we can. There is a really neat project by Quality Communities, which is essentially taking the phone booths on the OU campus, the red phone booths, and giving them a new opportunity to be utilized. It's essentially a reactivation strategy for the red phone booths for the OU campus and Campus Corner, because we have them, but we have to do something with them. So they're looking at what they can do with them and how they can use them. Our sales taxes, I'll be honest with you, were down a little bit. They were down about $6,000 from January of 2022. Surprises me a little bit, just to be honest with you. I want to see those numbers go higher. I think, again, we push that tourism side. We don't forget to tell about our city and share about our city and grow our city. Those numbers will go up. We are a part of the Strong Towns Initiative. I've already taken the survey. I hope you will too. If you look at Stephen Tyler Holman's page, he has a link to it. You'll see in other places where you can take. It's a quick survey, like 5 minutes. Tells you get your opinions on things and kind of a little bit about development, parking, and things like that. It is an initiative we're going to be doing for the next 2 years. Again, this is part of the planning process. I love that we plan. I love that we get involved in these organizations. I think it will be beneficial. But in the meantime, I do not want to slow down, stop, or pretend like we're going to wait 2 years to find out what's going on. And we do not have the luxury of that. So hopefully, while we're planning, we're walking and chewing gum at the same time. And we are making sure that we are getting this city up and running because we need to move fast and quickly. We've got more to our north. We've got Oklahoma City to our north. We have Edmond to our north. All those cities are growing very, very fast and they're very, very quick. And so we need to make sure that we are as quick and we're moving towards the direction that we want to do. It is very exciting to see Newton, Kansas really starting to finalize their plans and get ready for a train going all the way from the Kansas hubs up there into Oklahoma through Norman down to Dallas. That will help as well. We have to make sure that once they come into Norman or they go through Norman, that they want to get off the train, stop and visit and spend some time here. So we want to embrace train culture as well as auto culture and visitor culture, and the things that we're bringing is that we'll bring a whole new round of people that will be traveling through and want to stop and see what we have going on. So, our downtown is a beautiful showcase as the train goes right into the depot. You can look downtown and see it's stunning and all the amazing things happening here. But we want to make sure that we are guiding people on how to stay here, how to stop here, and spend some time and spend some money while they're here as well. Artifactory is an incredible store in Norman. If you've not been there, please check them out. They have unique gifts. It's fun. They have Norman gifts. They got love gifts and just fun stuff for every kind of person. If you have not shopped with them, they're a downtown retailer. And I will tell you, I love big things. I love big projects that are coming in. And I love big business and all of that. But I know that the backbone of all that we do, our economic engine is small business. It's the family businesses. It's Rusty's Custard. It's um, Midway Deli. It is, I mean, you look at it is Beanstalk Snow. I mean, you look at these places that are institutions and have been around Norman for a very long time. We have newer things that are coming up. They're just incredible. We have new entrepreneurs that are opening new businesses every day. Look at HI. Um, I mean, just our theater, which has been here forever, but creates an experience that brings everybody downtown. These are our people and institutions and groups and things that I want to continue to grow. I want to grow new corridors. I want 12th Street. I want Lindsay East. I want to make sure that we've got 24th East is going to be an interesting corridor as it gets bigger. We had, I mean, it's just amazing to see the growth that's happening, and it's going to continue to happen and accelerate as we're preparing for that. There was an automotive roundtable for the Oklahoma Department of Commerce dealing with EVs, workforce issue, manufacturing, motorsports, all the things automotive in Oklahoma. We do have to look at that. How does Norman participate in the EV market? I do know that we're looking at an expansion back at the Postal Training Center where they will be training their drivers on the new mail vehicles that will be going across the country, which is fantastic for us. We also need to look at what does things like Chat GPT, what does that do? How does it change the market? What does it do as far as commerce is concerned and everything else that we're looking at? So we want to make sure that we are in the forefront of what's happening and how we can bring people here and build tech centers and utilize the new technology that's coming up faster than we can ever imagine. That first time they ever mentioned it was November, and tell me you haven't heard about it. It'd be shocking if you said you hadn't. Um, I have more from Strong Towns about 6 things to know about how development works, about where the money's made, and all of that. It kind of gives you a behind the scenes look at the way that the development projects come to fruition. Of course, more from the Oklahoma Department of Tourism. Oklahoma's third largest industry is tourism, and it's booming. And I want to make sure that we're all ambassadors for Norman, ambassadors for Oklahoma, and everywhere about that. If you're looking for a handmade Valentine's Day card, check out Spurs and Lace Mercantile Salon. This is in downtown Noble. Beautiful little shop. It's fun. It's like 7 minutes south of East Norman on Highway 77. It's right downtown, and they make handmade cards for the same price tag that you're going to buy them at Walgreens or like a Walmart. So go check them out. It's fun, fun, fun. Let me look and see what has come up literally today to make sure that I'm giving you the latest information on everything that Norman is doing and what we have going on. I don't want you left behind. Don't forget the spring game is coming up. I believe it's April 22nd. So you need to start playing this spring and get a chance to look at the new players, and that'll be fun. We are trying to become a certified film friendly city, do whatever it takes to make that happen because it is important and part of who we are. And I think that we can encourage our filmmakers, and we have enough filmmakers in Norman to make that happen. Don't forget, we also have a very big election coming up February 14th. We have our school bond election, we have city council election. These are all things about the future of our city and what we're about. The school bond issue does touch every building. I think we get kind of wrapped up in the high school sometimes, but I want to make sure that we understand that it is major improvements for every building site in Norman. It continues this emphasis that we want to show people, which is that we invest in our city, we appreciate our city, and it's important to us. And so we want to make sure that we are sharing that we are a pro public education city and that we support our teachers. The legislature is coming in next week. So it'll be the 6th, I believe, is when they go in on Monday. So be ready. Be ready for all things to come our direction. The biggest thing that we want is how's it going to support Norman? What is it going to do to help us out? Oh my goodness. Let me just say this. Okay. So just a little hint came out 2 hours ago. Here's the first sneak peek of the 2023 Norman Music Festival lineup. These are some of the headliners. On Thursday, April 27th, 2023, we have Finite Galaxy and Black Belt Eagle Scout. And we have more coming. On Friday, April 28th, we have Acid Dad and Wine Lips. On Saturday, the final night of the Norman Music Festival, we have Illuminati Hotties and our very own Hosty will be up on stage as one of the headliners on Saturday night. That is fantastic. So exciting. And there will be a lot more to talk about. That's a fantastic weekend. We have 100,000 people come here. It's a celebration of all things music. It's a free festival. They'll be asking for volunteers and vendors, and it's just a lot of fun. So plan your weekend around April 27th to April 29th and get ready to listen to some music and get your groove on. There's a family hiking event at Sad Wilderness on Saturday, February 4th from 9 to 10:30. Parks and Rec and the Nature Field Creative Academy is going to be doing it. It's a guided family hike. Let's see. It is very exciting, and I think one of the things I want to really talk about before I am done today is to let you know a little bit about Norman and as to why Norman is a special place. Norman is a special place because we are different. Like we are different people. We have the most progressive people and the most conservative people all living in the same city. The one thing that I know that we are is we are kind. We love art, we love music, we love community, we love events, we love to go to performances, we love to celebrate our schools, all of our schools, whether they are immersive schools, charter schools, public schools. Um, there's amazing things happening all the time. We have great theater programs. The artistic creativity running through our city is second to none. The intelligence and the level of academia that's running through our city is second to none. The athletic, just sheer power coming out of our city is second to none. So if you're like, I love music, I love art, I love sports, I love education, I love beautiful things, all I'm saying is you found a new home. The new home is Norman. It's the place to be. We are an incredible city. We have so much going on, and it's just getting started. We've been growing, and we've been growing at a rapid pace, and that pace is about to pick up. It's about to get busier and bigger and better and more. And we are excited to have you. We're excited for you to bring your talent, bring your energy, bring your thoughts and ideas, and just come be a part of it. Come be a part of the fabric of our city because we welcome you. We welcome you wherever you come from. We welcome you, whatever your situation. And I said, why? Because it's who we are. And we have supports here for you. We have people who will love you, foster you, and really just create this amazing space for you to feel comfortable and thrive and grow wherever you, whatever spectrum you come from. So we like rural Norman, we like urban Norman, we like inner city Norman. I mean, we've got all these different things, and we are building and growing and learning, and we'll constantly be learning. We will never get it perfect, but that's okay. I said, why? Because perfection is stifling. It creates you, helps you not get something done. And we want to do better and be better and create better. Yeah, we're gonna fight. Yeah, we're gonna argue. Yeah, we're gonna disagree. But as long as the city is getting better, as long as we are loving more and sharing more and embracing more and creating more and feeling and emoting and just all of those things, then we've created the right space. We've created the space that says, welcome home. Welcome home to Norman. And we can't wait to see you. Thank you and have a great weekend.